We're back. All right, Hydro and Co. Thanksgiving edition. Um, shout out to the boys. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody watching. Happy Thanksgiving to y'all. And welcome back to another weekly episode of Hydro and Co. We're going to talk about a couple different things this week. Really going to be talking about quarterback rankings, ranking some of your favorite quarterbacks and seeing if we think they're dog shit or not. Probably going to get pissed by it, and that's what we're here to do. But other than that, I think we can go ahead and jump right in to talk about our teams this week. I'll go ahead and start because my team's on bye week this week, so we didn't really have anything. So we play the Rams on I think Monday night. It's either Sunday night or Monday night football or something like that. I think they get back to back. No, it's not. It's 3:05. But yeah, so Saints play 3:05 on Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it. That's all I got.
Nice.
Hell yeah, man. I'll let Chase go last. Full tank mode for the Raiders. So here we are, another victory Tuesday, as the kennel version of a victory Tuesday. We lost again. We're now up to the third overall pick, and I don't think I've ever had a quicker season in my life that I'm looking to the draft than this year. I've started like 3 weeks ago, so week 9, I think that's the quickest I've ever looked forward to the draft. Gardner Minshew's done for the year. Broken collarbone. I don't know if that's good for tanking or bad for tanking. I don't know if we're going to get better at the position or worse, but they're saying AOC may come back off IR this week, so who knows? I'm going to continue to watch the rest of the games, but hopefully we can get a quarterback this year.
Yeah. I don't know if you're going to get Shador, but
Perfect time, man.
I'd rather have Cam Ward anyway.
Oh, you might get your wish because right now you're sitting at number 2, right?
Number 3. But the
3?
Jags are not going to take a quarterback because they paid T-Law that ridiculous amount of money.
Right. Gotcha. Well, you guys want to change coaches or what?
I think we will. Do I want to see it? No, but
You need to see it.
Like in here I don't want to see it because I like AP a lot. I think he's a great dude, great leader, but schematically and just like knowing the ins and outs, like especially on the offensive side where we need help at, it wouldn't hurt to bring in a new coach. So I'm good with whatever we do there.
He's like that one guy at work that everybody loves but sucks at his job.
Yeah, I don't want us to fire AP and bring in another defensive guy. Like if we get rid of AP, I want it to be offensive guy.
You don't want to go hire Aaron Glenn or something like that. You want like a Bobby Slovic, Ben Johnson kind of guy.
I want like a Sean McVay type of guy. That's what I want. I want a mastermind.
So Slovic, Johnson.
I have the perfect like comparison to Antonio Pierce, but only White and Bryce and probably Wesley would get it. Everybody loves AP, right? Everybody he's well liked. He has passion. He's a player's coach. He kind of reminds me of a coach from Ballard. I will not say his name, but
oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. So
we're just playing basketball.
Yeah. So
I mean,
just play basketball.
He gets the guys going. Like the effort is not in question whenever we're out there playing. Like you could tell they're trying, they're wanting to play. You know, players get frustrated. They want to win for AP, and he has the fan base rallied. At least most of them. Like with Josh McDaniels, that was not the case. It was an all-out Twitter war the entire time he was the head coach. So he doesn't have that problem.
Right. Well, what's he doing nowadays?
Hopefully nothing. Hopefully flipping burgers.
I wonder what that is. I wonder what he is doing.
Yeah, Fire Coaches Association over Gruden.
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy. We wanted him. We wanted him bad, and thank God we didn't get him.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky that we fucked up.
Yeah, no, we're lucky. Speaking of little Eagles, we're pretty good. Pretty good at football. Yeah, Saquon's awesome. He should be up there in the talks of the MVP conversation.
He is the MVP conversation.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, but the voters, as a lot of media around Philly has said, it's just become like a quarterback only award. And even right now, I think want to say Saquon's third behind. I think it's Josh Allen and Jared Goff. I think. Can't remember. But I mean, Saquon's got to be in there. Especially he's on pace to break Eric Dickerson's record. Which of course he has an extra game. There's always going to be that conversation, but he could very well break it before that 17th game. He's awesome. The offensive line is awesome, and I know we were having this conversation. I didn't partake in it because I was working hard. You know, can't really talk while I'm working. But I think running backs do matter, but I also think the personnel around the running back matters just as much. And so, like when I was talking to Bryce yesterday about it, Saquon was he had elite talent in New York, but he didn't have an elite line, an elite system. So he got overlooked, and he might not, like, if he continues this career path, or maybe he has like maybe another good year of football with the Eagles, he might not make like any Hall of Fame conversation because of his time with New York and like the blocking. Because I can't remember the stat exactly, but I think they put it on Sunday Night Football. When he was playing with the Giants, he averaged like 6 yards per carry before contact. And as he's played with the Eagles, it's jumped up like 2.8. So like a whole like yard extra before he gets touched. And that's huge. And so, you know, he's been awesome. A lot of people are taking a shit on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts isn't losing us ball games, and he's having the time of his life handing that ball off. He's smiling. I've never seen him smile so much since Saquon's been kind of running the ball. At some point this year, Jalen's going to have to win a game, and I think he's going to be able to do it. The coaches, as far as like the scheme on offense, is questionable sometimes, but just hand the ball off, and good things will happen. But we have the Ravens this Sunday. It's going to be a good game. I hope it is. And we'll see what happens then. I know that the Rams were a good test as far as like offensive firepower. I think the Eagles answered that test. I think Quinyon Mitchell had a good game. I think Cooper Jean had a wonderful game. And so, yeah, I like where we're at.
Yeah, I was sitting here searching some stuff while you were talking about Saquon in the Hall of Fame. So Saquon right now is at 6,600 rushing yards in his career. You know, a couple injury-riddled seasons. You know, pretty consistently a 1,000-yard rusher when healthy, though. The lowest amount of rushing yards for a Hall of Fame running back is Curtis Martin with about 14,000 rushing yards. Mm-hmm. So he would have to double and then some to really be even in consideration.
Yeah. Something I was thinking about, and I talked to Bryce, is Saquon isn't like the average running back as far as like build. I think he's closer to Derrick Henry as far as like he can play till his 30s, or Derrick Henry's 30 right now, and he's playing amazing right now anyway. Even at that age with all that, I guess, tread, as people call it, and he's playing fine. He's playing elite level football, and I think Saquon can also do that as well, especially if he has a good line the rest of his career. I think he can do something special for the next couple of years. It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, the Hall of Fame is a long time away. I hope he's with the Eagles for the next 3 years or so. But it'll be interesting when that happens.
Derrick's going to need about 4 more years.
God.
He's at 10K.
The thing I will say is, I don't know this for a fact, but I feel like that tread, it comes more from like taking the hits. And Saquon's case is a little different. He's had 2 injuries. I feel like he's going to be able to play a little longer, if that makes sense, unless he has another injury late in his career. Then that will probably ruin it. If he has a third one, then that's probably going to be that's probably going to be the end for him. But as long as he can stay on the field, I could see him playing at elite level like Derrick Henry is now whenever he gets to that age.
Yeah,
especially behind Frank Gore.
Yeah, he played like 40.
Yeah. Or he could turn out to be better than Frank Gore. Play till he's 45.
Oh wow, almost like Emmitt Smith levels right there.
God.
But yeah,
All right.
it'll be
is that
fun
all
this
we-
weekend.
All right. So moving on to another NFC East team that is actually where Saquon just came from, New York Giants. Not only did they get rid of Saquon, but they also got rid of their, franchise quarterback they paid instead of Saquon. Daniel Jones got released the other day. Honestly, good for them for actually releasing him and taking that $20 million cap hit and just kind of ripping the Band-Aid off. It's just, unfortunate situation for all, but he has cleared waivers today and is looking to sign with a team. So I thought it'd be good to kind of talk about where we think he should go. I'll start with personally, I think he's going to go to a contending team where he's not going to get looked at to be a starter right away, but he is kind of there as a backup if needed. I personally think that Daniel Jones is at his best when he is running almost as much as he's throwing. He is a quarterback that runs. He's not a quarterback that can run. So I think a system like Baltimore, that's one of the teams that's favored to get him right now.
Oh yeah.
I think the Ravens is a team that he could go play for and fit inside the scheme if something were to happen to Lamar, and he would actually thrive in that kind of system. And also I don't think he's going to go to a team that isn't going to compete for the playoffs because there's really no point to sit behind somebody and not try to piggyback to a Super Bowl, So that's my thought. I think he'll go to Baltimore or a team at that caliber. But whoever he goes to, I'll be surprised.
I could see that, like being a backup for a contender. I look at it a different way, though. I'm going to say he goes to the Panthers because they've already moved off of Bryce Young once, and they're clearly trying to rebuild. They're kind of stuck in neutral. So if they want to, they could get Daniel Jones for cheap, kind of like Bridget, 1 year, 2 year, however long, and then they could see what they could get for Bryce Young, if that makes any sense at all. Like while they're kind of rebuilding here in the next year or two, go out and get Daniel Jones, who not at a good level, but he's ran an NFL offense before, and just kind of coast into some better picks.
Yeah, I don't know about that one because I think Bryce Young's playing his best football right now. He has a little more confidence now. Looks like he's having fun, and I think that the Panthers want to continue to build towards something with Bryce Young. I think he's going to go to the Vikings. I think the Vikings is going to be the place he goes. He could be a backup, and if things get hairy, they can just take Sam Darnold out. Sam Darnold's nothing special. And I think the drop off from Sam Darnold to Daniel Jones isn't that crazy, especially with the wide receiver like Justin Jefferson. I think they even already made room for him. I think they cut somebody, the tight end. I can't remember his name, but I think that's the most likely place he goes, or Baltimore. But I just can't believe that, not only is it Saquon, but it's Xavier McKinney they let go of too. And he's playing really well for the Packers. And that's just like the biggest just fail moment. And then to have HBO capture it on Hard Knocks is even better because now that video is going to just live in Giants history for the rest of time.
There's no running away from that.
Was the owner the one that said, "I hope he doesn't go to Philadelphia" or something? Because somebody was like, "I don't want him to go."
And I think he also said he'd be sick to his stomach if he signed to another team for similar money.
Yeah, he said he'd lose sleep if he went to Philly. But what's the GM's name? It's like Shane.
Yeah.
Like
Joe Shane.
Yes. Yeah.
It's spelled funny.
Yeah, it's like SCHOEN,
Yeah.
Something like that. But like, if you watch the clip, somebody's like saying like, "No, we probably shouldn't do that," and he's like, "Yeah, we can get Devin Singletary. He's fine. we got a bill with Daniel Jones, and they didn't do anything to really help Daniel Jones out. Well, them like neighbors, but I mean the line still sucked.
Because this isn't only their failure to re-sign Saquon, it's also their failure to draft starting line talent that has actually worked out. Evan Neal being a big example. It just hasn't. They've tried to make the right moves and they fucked it up every time. But back to what you say, Kendall. I just don't see Daniel Jones going, because essentially wherever he goes, this is like a 3-month rental. Because he's going to go to free agency, and he's probably going to sign with like a San Francisco or somewhere where he can sit for a year and just kind of be like that Sam Darnold, Geno Smith year of trying to like restore your reputation and kind of bounce back. So, in my opinion,
so I could be wrong about this. The reason I say the Panthers is I think, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he said like he basically told the Giants like he wanted to play or he wanted to ask for his release, right? Like he basically was like, I don't want to be a backup. Like just cut me. Did he not say that?
I think I mean, that would make sense. Like he doesn't want to sit. I don't think he wants to. In my opinion, I wouldn't want to sit behind Tommy DeVito either.
No, but my thing is, if you like look around the NFL at teams that don't have a quarterback, the Panthers to me would just make the most sense. Bryce Young, he might be playing the best football he's played since he's came back, but they've already moved off of him once. I could just see them like signing him and trying to work something out in the offseason and then trying to flip Bryce Young for whatever they can get. Like, if you were the Panthers that's stuck in a rebuild, would you go sign a bridge quarterback and try to flip Bryce for a second or third round pick if you can get it?
All right, now I ain't trying to win shit.
Then go get Daniel Jones. You'll fit the criteria perfect. You ain't gonna win shit, bud.
Well, I mean, shit. I think in that same case, the Raiders are a team that is potential. I mean,
we could. I wouldn't be shocked if we went out and got him.
Yeah, shit, Dallas.
I don't think we will because for some reason our front office loves Aiden O'Connell.
Well,
but
you guys wanted him, but he told you guys no. That's the report.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Daniel Jones said no to the Raiders?
Yeah.
Then that tells me he wants to go to a contender.
Yeah, I mean that's been the reports. It's per Schultz report. The Raiders have interest in Daniel Jones, but he has eliminated them as potential destination. Jones is aiming to join a playoff team.
Then I think the Vikings are probably a team you very well could be correct.
You can also look at the 49ers as well.
Yep, Brock's hurt right now. I think if I'm him, I'm signing with.
Who's the Commanders' backup? Is it Mariota?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Shit, I go to Detroit. Big Goff's backup.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I just don't know why.
That's an offense where you don't have to make a lot of decisions.
I just don't get like he asked for his release because he don't want to sit, but then he says he wants to go to a playoff team. Like, what playoff team is going to go sign Daniel Jones to start him?
I think it was more of the fact that he didn't want to sit behind Tommy DeVito and Drew Lock.
I wouldn't want to either, especially
because their thing is, remember, like I said last week, with the injury guarantee, there's no chance he played this year in New York. He was going to be the third string for the rest of the year. Now he has a chance to play anywhere he goes, whether that's the injury or being the best quarterback on the roster.
I think San Francisco is an option as well.
How long's Brock Purdy out? Is he hurt?
He's questionable this week. Yeah. So
he should be back, is what they said. But I mean, their backup was it Brandon Allen?
Brandon,
he ruined my fantasy week. I mean, my fantasy week was ruined, but I mean, my fantasy season's ruined. But it is what it is.
Hell no, don't lose faith, baby.
I'm losing faith. I got to beat undefeated Cody.
Hey, he hasn't played good. He hasn't played good the last 2 weeks. He's just gotten the juju.
Brother, I've put up maybe 150 points the past 2 weeks. But I will say this: since we're on this topic, if I beat Cody, I have Wesley the following week. Anything's possible. Anything's possible. That's going to come to bite me in the ass. So watch that.
You just got to win, man.
Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. All right. Do we want to go ahead and move on to our quarterback rankings?
Yeah, sure.
Let's piss some people off. All right. We're going to do a quarterback rankings this week. This is going to be the start of a multi-week series where we're going to go position by position. But we thought we'd start with the one that leads the offense, the quarterback. We'll have some names on this that aren't starters. It's just the tier list is the way it is. But yeah, we're going to make that the S tier.
Yep. Would be like great. Then like what?
I'd say good.
Average. Good.
Good, mid. I go elite, good, mid, ass.
I would hold on. We'll do this. We'll do this.
That's fine.
Below. And then we'll do like
Eh.
And then not new, but
Ass.
we don't really have somebody we can make fun of anymore, do we?
Daniel
And we're
Jones.
just well, yeah, we could definitely do that.
All right.
Oh no.
So starting with Caleb,
I'm putting him great.
I'm not going to put him at great. I'll put him at good. I think I think that last drive to come down the field in the fourth quarter was a good drive. He's showing glimpses. His offensive line is ass. Ask any Bears fan, they'd agree. I don't think he has shown me as a rookie with enough glimpses to be able to put him in good and not mid.
Kendall?
I'll put him in good for now. Like let's see where some other people go.
Let's set the record straight. I was going to put him in great. He's almost at elite, but I mean, I'm overruled. Sorry, guys.
Yep. How many games has he played? 3?
Who?
4? Drake.
He's played like
7, 8.
Yes.
He's played that many a week. Golly. This league is flying by.
I'd
put him in.
I'd put him in. Gotta say more.
Yeah. He's been flippy floppy.
Oh, it's also, I will say, just to throw him some bells, he also plays on a pretty bad team.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah.
So I think he has a lot more talent than people than like. I would put him on mid right now. Me personally, sorry. But I think he needs help. That's all it is.
He's like the top of bottom of mid level.
That's fair. We'll see where everybody goes and we'll adjust.
Yeah.
Bryce Young.
Sir?
What?
Are we doing Flacco? He's not the starter.
All right. Bryce Young.
All right.
Nah.
Bryce Young, where we put him at?
I feel like he's or ass. He's like there at the fucking line.
Let me ask you this, Wyatt. I know you didn't want to rank Flacco, but right now you have to pick a quarterback to go win a game. Your life depends on it. Do you want Joe Flacco?
Okay. I wouldn't put Joe Flacco in ass if we're ranking Joe Flacco. I'm putting Joe Flacco at mid.
Or mid, yeah.
I'd put Bryce Young at mid.
He ain't shown that much to me yet.
Okay.
Sorry, he got benched 3 weeks ago.
I think he's mid.
I think he's ass.
I think he's ass too.
All right. Well, I got outnumbered.
Are we ranking Flacco? Because if so, we need to move him.
Yeah. Flacco's at least
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Mahomes is elite.
Fuck him. Ass.
Say it, Kendall. Say it.
He's ass.
Say he's elite.
Fuck no. He's ass.
I mean, I hate him as a person, but I can't deny.
Are we judging it based off this year? Because he has not been elite this year.
You got a point. You do have a point.
It's fair. If it's this year, he's been good.
That would ruffle some feathers.
It's just the truth. He's been better than Caleb Williams, but he hasn't been that good.
Yeah, I mean he's been rough.
His team has lost one game. Let's not sit there and go, "Oh, I don't know about Caleb." It don't matter if he's played all right and his team's done the rest.
I mean, I think Mahomes is the reason why this team is winning like one score games.
He's managing the game. He has not played at an elite level. But if we're talking about this year, then Aaron Rodgers is an ass.
Oh, yeah. I'm fine with that one. I'm happy with that one.
I'm good with that one.
Tua. If Tua's in mid, then Mahomes has got to jump up a tier because Tua being one tier below Mahomes just doesn't sit right with me.
I mean, the
Dolphins look completely different with Tua out there. I'm just saying.
I think mid. I
Okay,
think
mid.
I think mid.
I think we should move Mahomes to great.
No.
Okay.
Well, Levis.
I think he's a to ass little range. The first half of the year, he's been ass. The last couple weeks, he's been mid. So that averages out to
I agree.
I'm good with
I think he's right around where May's at.
This one's a tough one.
He's been mid. They haven't scored a lot. They beat the Ravens on pure field goals. He didn't score a single touchdown, and then he lost to the Browns last week.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the elements played a part in that one.
Jameis played in the same conditions.
Yeah, but Jameis didn't do too hot either.
Put Russ in mid. I think if you, I think if you put Tua on the Steelers, I got the same record, so that's about right.
Kyler Murray.
Good.
What's his stats been?
You look up his stats. I'm interested.
Okay.
I was half tempted to go great, but I haven't looked at what he's been doing.
See, that's why I wanted to look because I was kind of wondering myself. Let's see.
Most of my stuff's the eye test. So.
Yeah, I'm just going off
2,300 yards, 12 tuds, 4 picks.
What about rushing?
2 seconds.
1, 2.
Fuck off.
Damn. That was 2 seconds.
We're at like 6 seconds now.
He's only ran for.
I don't think he's ran for a lot.
He's ran for less than 150 yards.
Damn.
Let me see 1 second. He's ran for 380. Never mind. They didn't show all the games. 380 and 4 tuds. So he's at 16 and 4.
It's a good ratio.
Yeah.
Good ratio.
His team's doing all right.
I think. Okay, I would put him in great because I think if you took him off the Cardinals, I think they'd be complete dog shit.
I don't disagree with that.
I'd put him in good, but we have 2 grades.
Okay, like for me, if you were to ask me, I know we're going off this year, but is Kyler Murray a franchise quarterback? My answer would be yes.
Is Tua a franchise quarterback?
No.
He don't play long enough.
Okay, well, that was mean.
Just the truth.
All right.
Oh. All right, Jared Goff. I have his stats pulled. He's at 2,700 yards, so he's at 600 more yards than Kyler. You take his 5 interception game out of the equation, he's at 20-4, but he's at 20-9 because of the game.
We can't just take the 5.
I'm not. I'm just saying. I'm saying that you look at that as an outlier. He's thrown almost. He's 20-4. You add that in there. He's still at a 2-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, but like that's the problem though. Is like that's who he is. He's very streaky. Because like he'll have games where he throws 5 picks, and he'll have games where he throws 5 total incompletions.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. This year, I think he's been. I mean, he's top 3 in MVP conversations. You just said. If I had to pick Jared Goff or Kyler Murray to win me a football game, I'm taking Jared Goff.
Oh. I'm taking Kyler. You swap Jared Goff, swap Kyler Murray. The Cardinals are dog shit, and the Lions have the same record, if not better.
I think Jared Goff's in great.
My heart can't do that.
He's played better this year than Mahomes and Caleb.
I'm good to put him in the front of good tier.
I mean, who the fuck are we going to put up there then if he's not up? I mean, he's top 3 MVP. It's him and Josh Allen.
You make a point. You make a
I
point.
mean,
We'll adjust in a second.
Okay, hold on. Lamar Jackson is still number 1 in a lot of quarterback stats right now. Are we just forgetting him?
I mean, Lamar's obviously elite, but I'm saying
Okay,
shit.
like
you got to have at least 3 to 4 people in the league.
I'm talking about your MVP thing.
That's based on what Chase said.
Yeah, I forgot Lamar. I think it goes. It was Lamar, Josh Allen somewhere. Here, I'll look it up. Actually, I'll look it up.
I feel like Lamar's still definitely the favorite.
Let's see. Josh Allen is right now.
Josh Allen's the favorite.
Josh Allen, Lamar, Saquon now, and then Jared Goff.
Okay, we'll leave him in great, but I don't feel comfortable with it. That just seems weird.
This isn't a start. I know it's wild, but T-Law, I'm gonna say
I want to say ass. I want to say ass. I think he's dog shit. But
I mean, hey, I'm down. Throw him in ass.
It's up to Kennel. What do you think, Kennel?
Your life depends on it. T-Law or Will Levis? I'd go T-Law.
I'm going Will Levis.
I put him at the front of A.
Okay, that's fair. I think he has all the talent in the world, but man, he just has not put it together.
Carr is the definition of a mid quarterback.
I'm putting him at ass.
I'm putting him in
when he's been on the field, he has not been ass.
I'm putting him in elite. Therefore, got to make me in the middle at mid.
He's behind Russ.
Can't argue with that logic. I get it. He's been all right. He's been all right. Kirk Cousins, fun.
He's like the mid to good range. I'm looking at his stats real quick.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
I tell you,
2,800, 17-9. So he's right around Goff numbers, but his team just hasn't won as many games. So I'd put him in good. I'd
throw him in good.
I would throw him in mid. I think he's tailing off. I think if we redid this list at the end of the year, I think we'd put him at mid. But I won't put up a fight. Let's do this real quick.
Yep. Jordan Love.
Lamar's elite.
Yeah. I think Jordan Love's at either the top of good or the bottom of great.
I think he's good. I don't think
he's better than great.
I think he's good right now. I think he's like right there to like taking a step to be a great quarterback. But right now, I think he's at the front of good.
Yep.
I think, yeah. I mean, he's thrown a lot of picks this year, though. Like a lot.
He has. I know, but that offense is really good.
I know once he turns it on, like he did last year, he's up there.
He can heat up. Whenever he's hot, he's one of the best in the league, really.
Brock Purdy. Personally, I think he's in between Wilson and Carr as a quarterback.
Damn.
Just looking at him as a quarterback. I think he's mid.
I hate the guy, but I think he goes in the good category.
I was going to say, I'd take Purdy over Cousins.
I'd take Tua over Purdy.
I think you're outnumbered here.
Stafford, he's still good. I think he's better than Cousins, and he's better than Purdy.
Yep.
All right. Justin Herbert. Oh, this is going to be fun.
Dog shit.
I think he is, the last couple of weeks has played pretty well. Right? I think he's in that Tua range.
Damn.
I'd put him ahead of Tua. I'd put him at the top of mid. You got to distinguish good and mid at this point. Justin Herbert's played a lot of shit this year.
Look, I hate him. I hate the people that defend him. I hate everything about him. I don't think he belongs in mid, but Kendall says he's ass. You're saying mid. I mean, it's weighted down. So
Aiden O'Connell's ass. I think Geno Smith Here's the problem with Geno Smith. Geno Smith is probably going to lead the league in passing yards and picks.
Yeah.
I think he is right in between Tua and Russ
I don't disagree. I think
because he's a turnover machine.
you look at his career as a whole. That's a good place to put him too. Also, I know we're not judging him based on his career, but like nobody thought he'd be even here at this
No.
point. So I don't disagree. What about you, Kendall?
I think he's thrown for a shit ton of yards. The only quarterback that has more attempts than him is Joe Burrow by 3. And his touchdown to picks is 12-12. He has the same amount of picks as touchdowns. I personally would take everybody in the mid category over Geno Smith. But then again, I would take Geno over everybody in the category.
I'd take Geno Smith over Derek Carr any day of the week.
No, I would take DC. But why am I having to tell this to you? You're a Saints fan.
I know, but I'm a Geno Smith believer.
I'd put him in mid. I think he's closer to the mid people than he is the ant people.
That's fair. Jaden Daniels. Oh, this is gonna be fun.
He's good.
Hell no. He is ass.
You're telling me he's better than Caleb?
The fuck he is.
I'd put Caleb right in between Jordan Love and Caleb Williams.
Yeah, I think you're high as a kite. I'd put him right there with Tommy DeVito, Bryce Young, and Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, well,
just
to get the weight up, I'll say he's elite.
Can't argue that logic. All right, he's mid. Awesome.
No.
No.
Move his ass and put him in front of Caleb. Put his ass in front. I want to see it.
I can't. Fuck you. I can't wait to see what happens by the end of the year. I mean, he just lost to the fucking Cowboys, dude.
I mean, he's trending. Because if he'd won the last 2 games, he'd be in the great category.
Let's talk about this real quick. So first like 7 games, he was like, or first, I can't remember how many it was. He was completing like 78%, something crazy. Since then, it's been like 50-ish%. He is not as good as we are making him out to be. I think they'll lose.
I would weigh the 7 games more than the 2, but
It's not just 2 games.
I'm just saying, Jaden Daniels is better than Caleb Williams.
So far this season, Jaden Daniels has been better than Caleb Williams.
So he needs to move up on the good category to second.
So far this year, he's been better than everybody in that tier.
Okay, then let's put Jaden at the top of good.
Hell no.
Because to be honest, if he was on his 7-game pace still, he'd be above Goff.
All right, here's what I'm going to do. I'll put Jaden Daniels at the top of good if you put Mahomes in elite.
Buddy, he's in the good tier. I don't care what tier he's in, so I'm not doing that.
There you go.
That's okay.
To me, this is a tier list. This isn't like a numbered list.
We rank them out of the tiers every time we do this.
Yeah, but like if they're in the tier, it's not the order that matters.
Okay, Jalen Hurts, great. Joe Burrow, great.
Okay. What do you want to say? No, you know what? I think Jalen should be elite. He's top 5 in MVP.
Wyatt, do you think Jalen Hurts is closer to Lamar Jackson or Kyler Murray?
I think he's better than Kyler.
Do you think he's closer to Lamar or do you think he's closer to Kyler?
I think he's closer to Kyler, but that's not a knock on Jalen. That's props to Lamar.
Okay. Well then
I don't think that Lamar is that much better than Jalen, but yeah, that's okay.
He is.
He's not. But
you put Lamar Jackson in a tush push set as much as they put Jalen in there, motherfucker.
That wouldn't happen because Lamar weighs fucking 120 pounds soaking wet.
Well, then Jalen at least needs
you're getting pissy with me. I told you that Jalen Hurts was a great, no questions asked.
Yeah, but you're acting like Lamar is this fucking.
Nope. I said I said that it was more on Lamar. It's not anything that Hurts has done wrong. Lamar Jackson is an MVP.
Hello? Did this just going over everybody's head?
What?
Jalen's right up there. He's top 5 in MVP.
Yeah, but I'm saying for elite, I'm wanting to keep it to like 3 guys. There's
Who?
Well, obviously Josh Allen's going up there.
You know where you're putting fucking CJ Stroud.
No.
We're putting Sam Darnold.
I'm putting Joe Burrow. Yeah, he's been playing at an elite level. You can't
He's
tell
been
me
playing at an elite level the last like 6 weeks.
No, he's played an elite level besides week 1. Have y'all not paid attention to what this man's doing? Like the team may be dog shit, but he himself is playing outstanding.
Losing games. That's what I see.
Team sport.
I was going to put Joe Burrow at the top of great.
I think
he's at 27-4, so move him to elite.
I told you. What did I tell you?
No way we're dick sucking, but it's all good. It's all right,
buddy. I didn't.
Richardson's.
I didn't want to put Hurts in great. That wasn't my idea.
Then say it. I'm elite. Fuck you, what?
I did.
Anyway,
Richardson's He's shown. He's not ass. I'm starting him over every quarterback in that tier.
I'm not going to lie to you.
How are you going to sit there and call Will Levis and call Anthony Richardson ass?
Because Anthony Richardson completes half of his passes on a good day.
He's shown glimpses just like all the other rookie quarterbacks in that tier.
For how? Getting hurt, running?
He's not a rookie.
Yeah, he ain't even a rookie.
He played 3 games last year.
Anthony Richardson has played like utter dog shit. This isn't fantasy football where running can help your fantasy numbers. This is real life football.
We thought we were going to piss people off. We're pissing each other off.
Yeah, what the fuck are we doing?
Give me a second.
Go ahead. Make the argument because I would like to know how he's not fucking
against the Jets. Against the Jets. Aaron Rodgers is in the ass tier, correct?
Yes.
66% completions, touchdown, 272 yards.
Aaron Rodgers?
No. Anthony Richardson.
If that's your best fucking game you could find.
That's about the rest.
Yeah, go ahead.
Last week against the Lions, he threw for 40%. It's the Lions.
It's the line.
40%. I don't care what defense you're playing. 40%?
Let's go back. Go back even further. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Let's keep going.
No, because I feel like everything before that,
Are you just going to throw it out the window?
No, I'm not going to throw it out the window, but what about Will Levis, fucker? I mean, what the fuck? He was a meme for 3 straight weeks, and we're not going to fucking regard that because he had a good couple games.
But if I remember correctly, when we got to Levis, it was your idea to put him in ad because you said the last couple of weeks.
You said it.
Yeah, you said it.
And I had the same thing for Anthony.
And when he had one good game, find me another one. Find me another one that he played good in. You know what? Like you said, with throwing out the window, that game's an outlier. A 66% completion percentage is an outlier. He's ass. Game for your life. Anthony Richardson versus Aaron Rodgers. Who are you taking? I'm taking Rodgers.
I'm taking myself.
Taking AR5.
I'm probably going to just put a bullet in my brain.
At least AR5 could move.
At least Aaron Rodgers could at least somewhat throw the ball.
What? He can't even fucking hit Garrett Wilson and Devontae Adams.
I would take. He can't hit shit.
Okay, even teams. Even teams. I'm taking Aiden O'Connell to beat Anthony Richardson.
No shot.
I am.
Put him in ass. You're wrong.
He's ass.
Awesome. The voting system.
I'm just going to say it. He's played great. I mean, it's Sam Darnold.
He's played great for himself, sure, yeah. But I mean, he's not in the great category.
He threw for 2,700 yards, 21 tuds, and 10 picks. That's right with Goff. That is damn near line for line with Goff.
But the thing is, he didn't throw a 5-pick game though. You said that it was an outlier.
But I said we still had to consider it.
Yeah, but
I'm
like
saying if you took it out, I mean, like, yeah, like you can't, because that was me differentiating Goff from great and elite, not great and good.
I feel the urge to fight somebody right now. I won't lie to you. I'm feeling frisky.
Because everybody's been. Here's what the problem with you in America is that Jacksonville game. Everyone's like, "Ooh, Sam Darnold's bad now. He threw 3 picks."
Okay, this is
Tennessee, 62% completion, 2 tuds, no picks. Chicago, 64%, 2 tuds, no picks. He's right back to where he was before the Jacksonville game, where everyone started to get nervous. But before the Jacksonville game, everybody was dick sucking. So just because they had a fucking hiccup and had to pull off the dick because he had a fucking pube in his mouth doesn't mean we just can't get right back on that motherfucker and keep sucking.
I'm gonna name you some quarterbacks that have a better QBR this year than Sam Darnold. You ready for this? Jameis Winston.
James
Trevor
Winston's
Lawrence.
played what, 3 games?
Okay, Trevor Lawrence. Derek Carr. Tua Tagovailoa.
Tua's played like 4 games.
Brock Purdy. Oh, T-Law, Derek Carr. What's your explanation there?
They've both played like 4 games. And Jameis.
T-Law's missed like 1 or 2 games. Carr missed.
T-Law, I understand.
Carr
I
missed
didn't
2 or
argue
3 games.
He's
T-Law.
only
I
missed
argued
1.
Tua and Carr.
Passer
and
rating.
Jameis.
Those same people have a better pass rating than Sam Darnold too. His numbers look good because he's in a good schematic. He's in a good scheme, and he has Justin Jefferson.
I mean, you can say the same shit about Jared Goff, and you put him in great. He has 2 great running backs.
I wanted to
and
put
a
him in good.
Monroe.
I wanted to put him in good.
I wanted to put him in good as well.
Then you move Goff and Darnold down. You move Goff to good, and you put Darnold there too.
I think Darnold's mid.
No, not this year. I think y'all have this like taint that he's been shit for the last 6 years.
Okay,
But this season, he has played better than Patrick Mahomes.
I'm not gonna fucking argue with you.
This season, he's been a better quarterback than every single person on that.
You
good
won
tier.
it. You got it.
Okay, CJ Stroud.
Fuck.
That's
No.
He's had a weird year. He's had a sophomore slump.
What's the stats?
I'm pulling the stats up.
I want to hear the
2,800, 14 and 9.
Ooh.
So he's right around like that good, great line. The 9 picks are pulling it down pretty bad.
I would say good.
Yeah, I think he's like right with Jordan Love.
Good.
Okay. Well, thank God we didn't argue on that one. Good job, boys.
Josh Allen's elite.
I agree.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott sucks.
All right. I also agree.
Baker's played great.
Yeah. I was about to look at his stats.
He's played better than fucking Sam Darnold. That's for sure.
Let's see.
I,
He's at okay. 1 second. I need to open up another tab here because they're
Baker's completing 71% of his passes, bud, and Godwin's hurt.
At least the running back tier list.
If Godwin's hurt, he's got one receiver just like Goff.
Jameson Williams doesn't
Hello,
exist.
Sam Laporta's still pretty good, dude.
Hey,
He don't exist. Trust me. I know.
No, he does.
Baker's got 2,700 yards. Sam's got 2,700 yards. They're separated by 80 yards. They're separated by 3 touchdowns, and they're separated by 1 interception.
You swap Baker and you swap Sam. The Buccaneers are dog shit. The Vikings are probably still winning the NFC North right now.
I don't see where you can just say that and just know that with Habs. They're QBRs.
Because Baker.
No, shut the fuck up. You use
All right,
QBR as an argument point.
You're going to listen to me at this. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You use QBR as an argument point about Darnold earlier.
Yeah.
Your Wonder Boy Baker Mayfield has a QBR of 86.7.
And he's 1 spot below Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold's 82.6.
Okay, so let me tell you the difference here, since you want to tell me to shut the fuck up. Baker is elevating his team to compete right now. Watch the Bucks. They are going nowhere without Baker Mayfield the way he's playing. You could take any quarterback, just like the Vikings did with Sam fucking Darnold, and that team's doing good because of the scheme they play in. You don't know why they weren't good last year when Kirk Cousins got hurt?
Fuck.
Because they were losing a lot of 1-score games.
Oh my God. Okay.
Baker is elevating the Bucks. You cannot argue that.
No, I'm not arguing with that. I completely understand that, Kendall, and I agree.
If the Vikings had
No.
Okay.
Just a second here. Before the season started, the Vikings were considered a fucking sub 500 team with JJ McCarthy going to be the starter before he tore his ACL. So talk about elevating a fucking team. Sam Darnold took Justin Jefferson and Aaron Jones, great players. Fucking Baker had Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, and Rashad White, and Bucky Irvin's come out of the fucking woodwork. Cade Otton's one of the best tight ends in the league. And
You know why?
Sam Darnold won his first 6 weeks without Hawk.
You want to know why Cade Otton's one of the best tight ends in the league? Because Baker Mayfield's throwing him the football. Sam Darnold.
You want to know?
Has,
You want to know why Sam Darnold's one of the best quarterbacks in the league? It's because he didn't even have Hawkins in the first 8 weeks of the season.
Most talented wide receiver in the NFL on his team. Aaron Jones, a great scheme. What does Baker has a banged up Mike Evans? No Chris Godwin right now. He's Bucky Irving, like you said, came out of fucking nowhere.
Okay, here's my thing.
Cade Otton was average at best before Baker Mayfield.
Here's my thing. Before the season started, the Buccaneers were not projected to beat. Actually, the Bucs were projected to finish second in the division behind the Falcons because they still had
at what
Evans and Godwin's
6-11. That division was projected to be dog shit.
Well, they projected the Vikings to win, or the Falcons to win 12 games, so an 8-9 win team.
Chase,
the
Bucs are right now. You taking Baker or you taking Sam Darnold?
I'm thinking Baker.
Hey,
Thank
Underdog.
You.
I'm looking at the preseason predictions off of Underdog. They actually have back in September. They had the Buccaneers going 9-8 and winning the division
on Underdog.
And the Vikings were projected to go 7-10 and finish last place.
Well,
the Vikings are in first place in their division.
What?
And the Buccaneers are fighting for a playoff spot. I'm not saying that
like
Baker Mayfield's ass, but I'm sitting here and saying that y'all saying that Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield are so big of a difference is fucking asinine. It's fucking nuts.
Since you don't like to watch football, I'll go ahead and let you know. Baker is carrying the Bucs as the best he can to keep them afloat right now. Sam Darnold, all he's got to do is throw it to a wide open fucking receiver.
To be fair,
that doubled all the time.
The Vikings have probably one of the best defenses in the NFL.
I didn't even get to the defense.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever. We got more people to talk about. Let's move on.
We actually don't. That was the last one.
That was the last one?
Wait, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix is mid.
Absolutely fucking not. There's no way we can put Caleb Williams and Jane Daniels in good and then put Bo Nix at mid.
Well, Bo Nix wasn't that great the first little while there, and he's just now turning it up. He's turned it up now. I think he's the first 5 or 6 games he was right on the line of
Look, I'm not going to have Kendall's back, or Kendall's not going to have my back on this one. But
you're on your own,
but Bo Nix definitely belongs in the same category as Caleb Williams and Jay Daniels.
Okay, we can put him in good.
Thank you. That fuck off.
All right, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the most that we've debated on the show, and I fucking love it.
I mean,
I'd take besides Bo Nix, I'd take all of those dudes easily before Sam Darnold. But hey, you know what? Let's move on.
I would take Jay Daniels.
I would.
Okay. Well, let's move on to our game picks this week. Wouldn't it be fucking funny if the Vikings played the Bucs this week? I know they don't, but
Bucs would stomp that ass.
All right. This week's game picks brought to you by nobody. Thanksgiving Day, 11:30 p.m. boys, or a.m. not p.m. Fuck, 11:30 a.m. early, right before your lunch. You got Chicago traveling to Detroit to take on the Lions. Give me the Lions in this one.
I'll take the Lions. All right, let's hear Chase say the Bears and then not actually pick the
Yeah.
Bears.
I want the Bears to win. Need the Bears to win, but I'm not picking.
It'd be cool to see the Bears win.
That'd be fantastic. I'm picking the Lions though.
All right. The 3:30 slate on Thanksgiving, kind of a snooze fest, which kind of makes sense because you're going to be sleepy from that turkey. The New York Giants take on the Dallas Cowboys in Dallas. Give me Dallas. I probably will be asleep for this game.
What a
Bryce, who you got? Dallas or New York?
Dallas.
This is
Chicago or Detroit?
Chicago.
All right, he's caught up.
Bear down.
Chase did not bear down, so.
Well, I'm tired of Kendall running his fucking mouth.
you
should have been in here about 20 minutes ago. We were going.
Okay, yeah, okay. You know what? Since he didn't get to hear it, I'm gonna ask Bryce.
Hold on, wait, actually, hold on. Let me do this real quick. Hold on.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, let me pull it back up for.
Okay, whenever it pops up. All right, Bryce. Starting a team like this season, are you? Whoa, what the fuck happened? Are you taking Baker or are you taking Sam Darnold?
Baker. What?
Okay, thank you. Like dipshit wide over here. Yeah.
What?
Taking Sam Darnold.
Put him down.
God, what's your shut up. What's your reasoning for taking
our
Sam
reasoning?
Darnold?
So the thing is about this tier list, just so you're aware of the context, we're only taking this year into account. That's why Patrick Mahomes isn't good. So if you take Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold, they're statistically identical. And the Bucs were projected to win the division this year by some people. And they're kind of in the mix. The Vikings were predicted to be dog shit, and they didn't even think Darnold was going to be the starter, and it was going to be JJ.
Well,
and now Darnold has led this team to a playoff spot, essentially.
And my arguing point, Bryce.
Has Darnold done that? Or has Kevin O'Connell produced fucking good quarterbacks?
Darnold has done it. Darnold has done it without T.J. Hawkinson. He did it without Jordan Addison.
He had Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson.
He had the best defense
Jordan
in the
Addison
league
for probably
however many
6
weeks.
games.
And another thing I said, Bryce, is the way with all the injuries that's happening in Tampa, if Baker is having to carry Tampa to even be competitive, Sam Darnold, all he's got to do is just run an offense and hit an open receiver.
And Baker's carrying that team, and he's the same level as Sam Darnold, just having to throw it around.
You swap Baker and Sam Darnold, the Bucs are dog shit, and the Vikings are still winning the NFC North as we speak.
If you swap them statistically, they score the same amount of touchdowns, so they'd be the same.
If
record.
you swap them, Baker Mayfield has better numbers than what he currently has.
By what, like 4 points on QBR, 1 touchdown, and 1 less pick?
Oh, because he's
like
going to a better
more yards
with better weapons, and he's got way more talent than Sam Darnold has.
I don't know if I'm going to say
Mike
better
Evans,
weapons.
Chris Godwin, Rashad White to start the year was more talent than Sam Darnold had with Aaron Jones and Justin Jefferson.
Because
and
Justin
no Hawk
Jefferson's
and
most
no
talented
Addison,
wide receiver in
and
the
you had
league,
K-Dot.
and the Vikings defense is way better than the Bucs.
I wouldn't say way better. I think the
They're
Bucs are around like middle of the pack. But
I don't know what they are now, but the Vikings had like the best defense in the league throughout however many weeks.
This argument's gone on for like 20 minutes. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been sitting here getting cozy.
Well, at least we got a title.
Do we want to go back to the picks?
I do want to, but before we do that, Bryce, where would you put Bo Nix in this?
Where would I put Bo Nix in this? If this is starting one today?
Like far, like how they've played this year.
Oh, great. Bro, he has played a lot better than what anybody else has expected him to play. I will raise my hand on that because I thought he was going to be dog shit.
Suck my dick. I fought for him. They said mid or or wherever the fuck.
I thought he was going to be dog shit. I thought he was going to be terrible.
Let's get it right. I said ass.
And the last one we argued about, Anthony Richardson. Where'd you put him at?
Mid.
Damn. God.
Why? I mean, why is that crazy?
I was arguing to put him in A, and I got shut down.
Because he has games where he's, what was this, that 40% completion percentage?
Okay. Well, So if the criteria of this question is, if we're basing it off of what they've done this year and what they could be in the future, that puts him into a mid category. I'm not even thinking about what he has done this year. I'm thinking about what he could be if you get him around the right coaching and fucking a quarterback coach that could actually do him some good.
I think, but I based it off of like what they've done this year. I'm not basing it off the future. He could be fucking Joe Montana later on in his career. He's not. He could. That's why he's an ass.
Well, if you're doing it that way, then I would put him at. That's not fair that Bryce Young is an ass. That's bullshit.
Exactly. I said mid.
Why is Bryce Young an ass? What has he had to work with?
Ask the boys.
Play like ass.
Do y'all watch football or
they
do
don't.
y'all just
they
fucking
don't
say
know
shit?
Wyatt don't. He says he don't.
I watch
y'all just spewing shit.
All right, let's go back.
I just don't think that Anthony Richardson and Will Levis are on separate tiers.
Well, let me tell you something. Bryce Young and Anthony Richardson should not even be fucking close in the same tier if you're basing it off of that.
All right. Chase and Kendall, you still need to pick for Dallas Giants.
Oh, this one's going to be a Thanksgiving afternoon nap.
Yep.
Game.
Get that turkey in and get that nap in.
Yeah.
Back in a recliner, snooze.
Brother, I have no idea who I want to pick to win. Drew Lock's going to start, apparently. That gives me hope, especially in fantasy. I'm going to take the Giants, I guess. I don't know.
That's being changed.
Cowboys.
Okay. Moving on. Thursday night football. Miami travels to Green Bay to take on the Packers. Give me Jordan Love and the Packers.
This is like the primetime thing we've preached all year about the Dolphins is, hey, they're good when it's warm. They have a chance to prove it. They're good when it's cold. But I don't see it happening. Give me the Packers.
Give me the Packers.
I'm going to take Tua to shock the world here.
All right.
I need him to.
Yeah.
Black Friday, 2:00. Got your shopping done early, took a nap, and got home just to catch the Las Vegas Raiders traveling to Arrowhead to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. Sorry, Desmond Ridder. I do not believe in you.
I'm picking the Chiefs.
Go ahead, Bryce.
The Chiefs, I guess.
Give me the Raiders.
Okay. All right. Moving on. Finally get to Sunday. We got some games to play. The Chargers travel down south to Atlanta, take on the Falcons. I think this could be a sneaky good game. But I like the ability of the Chargers to control the tempo of the game, and I'm going to take them to win.
This is one of the toughest games to pick this week because the Falcons have they're trending down, and the Chargers they played a pretty good game against the Ravens. I'm gonna pick the Chargers, but I pray to God Drake London has 7 touchdowns.
I'm gonna take the Chargers. Oh,
I'm gonna take the Falcons, and Kirk Cousins is gonna throw for 500 yards again in this game.
Oh, well, more to Drake London.
Okay. Moving on. Pittsburgh travels to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Bengals are favored in this one.
I was about to point that out. Yeah, that's wild.
Give me Pittsburgh. That's a really good underdog bet to take, honestly.
Toss up. Did you guys know that there's not a team on bye week this week?
I was about to say when I was going to pick them this afternoon, I was like, damn, there's a lot of games.
Yep.
But there is teams on bye next week. That doesn't really make much sense at all.
Yep.
Staggering.
Well, I think it's because they didn't want they have 4 games before Sunday. They didn't want a very
2 games on at 3:00 on Sunday.
They didn't want Red Zone to be like,
we'll be back after commercial break.
Give me the Steelers though.
I'm going to take the Bengals only because they have to win at this point.
All right. Moving on.
But I will. Like I said, the Steelers should be favored to win this game.
AFC South matchup. The Texans take on the 2-9 Jacksonville Jags. Give me Stroud and the group.
Yep.
Texans.
Jaguars.
No, that's a lie. That's not happening. That's a lie.
Okay.
I mean,
Texans are the most overrated team in football, and it's not particularly close.
Jacksonville's one of the worst teams in football. So,
Fuck it. Brian Thomas is down there somewhere.
all right. Arizona travels to Minnesota to take on the Vikings. I'm taking Minnesota in this one, and I hope Sam Darnold carves their fucking ass and Kyler Murray plays like shit, just to prove my point further.
I had the Vikings pick, but Kyler Murray is a way better quarterback than Sam Darnold is, so I'm going to switch to the Cardinals.
Give me the Cardinals.
Bang!
I'm also taking the Cardinals.
All right. Honestly, there might be these next two games. Really, these next three games are probably going to combine for about 75 total viewers. Indy takes on the Pats. Give me Indy, I guess. I can see Drake May going ham in this game. Like, I can see this going either way. Like,
I'm taking New England this game. Anthony Richardson is ass, and I'm basing it off of that.
I'm also taking the Patriots because the Colts can't stop the run.
Ramondre
To the moon.
start his ass.
I'm going to take the Colts here just for the sole fact of there's absolute. I don't see the Patriots winning another football game until they get Drake May some fucking help. The guy's running for his life, and he has nobody to throw to. So I'm going to roll with the Colts here.
All right. Another game that isn't going to get a whole lot of viewers. The Seattle Seahawks travel and take on the New York Jets. Give me Geno.
Yep.
Seahawks.
Yep.
Geno's going to throw for 3 tuds and 3 picks.
I don't know why on Sleeper it's a 54% win percentage for the Seahawks.
Yeah. It's basically a pick 'em.
Yeah.
No.
And then the last 12 o'clock game, Tennessee takes on the Commanders. Give me Jaden Daniels.
Give me Will Levis.
I'll take the Commanders.
Give me the Titans.
Okay, that was.
We love you, Tag.
Okay, moving on. Sunday afternoon, Tampa Bay takes on the Carolina Panthers. Give me Baker Mayfield.
Oh.
Damn.
Now you want him.
I, in the argument, I was dogging him, but he's still way better than the fucking Carolina.
Interesting. Give me Baker as well.
Give me the Bucks.
Fuck y'all. Give me Carolina.
That's my change too.
Coming out. All right, moving on. 3:05. The LA Rams
I'm
travel
with it. I'll put that
to
shit
NOLA.
in right now.
They travel into NOLA to take on the New Orleans Saints. Give me Darren Rizzi and the boys. We're winning out.
Yeah. No, you're not. Give me the Rams.
No, you're not. Rams, Cooper Kupp, 15 catches, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Kool-Aid. Stopping them.
Who?
Kool-Aid.
Who?
We'll know his name after this game.
Yeah, okay.
MVS, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns on 3 receptions.
The Rams. Sorry, I was putting my picks in.
Moving on. This is a really good 3 o'clock game. Philly and Baltimore. This is a really good game for this.
I know what I'll be watching at 3 o'clock on Sunday.
Yeah. Honestly, it's going to be hard for me to watch my own team. I'm probably going to be flipping back and forth. Give me Baltimore.
Crazy. I'm taking the Birds. Oh, wait. The Eagles. The real Birds.
Battle of the Birds.
Also, side note before we make a pick. Why I hate that the NFL puts 3 games in the late window. That's stupid. Normally, I would care even more because we typically play.
Or no, 3-3. Never mind.
There's 3.
Never mind.
Normally, I wouldn't care because we play at 1 o'clock, but yeah, red zone's gonna be boring. if you're not a fan of this game. But yeah,
I'm gonna take the Eagles. They're too hot right now.
I'd rather Wyatt pick them.
You want me to switch? I'll switch for you, buddy, if you want me to.
No, but go with your
All
gut.
right, moving
Okay.
on. Sunday
No,
night
bro-
football.
Okay.
No, fuck
Wait,
Bryce.
yeah.
Oh, I thought it was given who Bryce was. I thought Bryce was just like, "Yep, Birds."
Well, I mean, I get clowned on all the time for this.
Oh
being
yeah,
my
this is the battle of your
school.
fandom. So
Yeah.
whoever wins, you're a fan of now, or can we call this the Bryce Bowl?
Yeah,
Battle for Bryce's
much.
heart.
yeah. Give me the Eagles, and I think this is the stamp on the Saquon Barkley MVP.
The 300 fucking total yard game the other night wasn't the stamp. Fuck.
No, I mean,
I think that's what
this
put him
is
in
your
the
like
race.
two. Yeah, this is like the race is pretty much done after this one.
Another MVP candidate, Josh Allen, plays on Sunday Night Football hosting the San Francisco 49ers. A must-win game for the 49ers. And I think that Buffalo doesn't officially end their season, but puts the final nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Give me the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Yep.
I need CMC to have like 1 million yards though. Unless I trade him.
You know, moving on, final game of the week. We got the happiest quarterback in all football, Jameis Winston. All glory be to God. God is a shepherd, you know, all that stuff. Taking on probably the most like fucking cynical head coach in all of football, Sean Payton and the Denver Broncos. This is the battle of positive and negative. And I'm gonna take negative. I'm gonna take the Denver Broncos to win this game.
Me too. Because Bo Nix is a pretty good quarterback.
Take the Browns because the Broncos are dog shit.
All glory be to God.
The horse is prepared for battle, but he is not prepared today. Give me the Broncos.
All right. And that's all we got for you this week, folks. Check out Jeopardy. We got a really good one cooking up right after this, and it'll be released here soon. Make sure to check out all of our sponsors listed in the description below. Check out all of our socials listed and all of our little bubbles here. And Chase, Kendall, Bryce, thank you for coming on this week, and we'll see you next week. Go Saints.
Go Birds.
Raider Nation.
Go Birds.